Welcome back to another episode of The Canon. Today will be my Wonder Woman preview. Alright, so this is the Wonder Woman preview, now formerly known as Canon Expectations. And I think that's what it's all about. Whenever I, talk to people who see these movies, as I watch more movies, as I read more reviews for these movies, it seems the conversation majority of the time always goes back to something somebody thought before they saw the movie, some preconceived notion. It isn't so much about the movie itself as it is, I was expecting this, or I wanted it to be this, or I really wanted to see this and that. So I know expectations play a big role in any movie, but in these comic book movies, I'm starting to see that more and more, that it really affects people's opinions. And we'll kind of talk about that as we go into it, but I think expectations are the name of the game when we're talking about the final result of the movies, because with the source material, with people's level of comfortability with it, they grew up with it. Some people really are into all the lore, and they really have ideas of what they want to see. So I just think it's expectations kind of play a big part. But going way back when this all started, as much as people talk about DC and Warner Brothers now, they did come out with kind of a really put together plan back then, where it was they're having these movies set up with the directors kind of right off the bat. We had James Wan down for Aquaman. We had Patty Jenkins down for Wonder Woman, and of course Zack Snyder helming the big projects. And they were going to kind of fill out as they went. So, and Lord and Miller Lord and Miller wrote the treatment for The Flash, and they were on since day one too. So it's not like, even though The Flash went through his up and downs, it's not like they just had no plan. They really did come in with a plan with a diverse group of strong directors. We had Patty Jenkins, who directed Monster. Charlize Theron won an Oscar for that. So that was one of her last big projects that we seen from her in a while. And so her to make a return to this property with a strong female lead and really putting her spin on it, it was exciting for a lot of people to kind of see what she came up with. And so a lot of people were excited, of course, having a female director to lead a movie like Wonder Woman. And then we got Gal Gadot and her, we got her in BVS and what she did. But it was kind of still a mystery of what we're going to get with this Wonder Woman, which we knew was a prequel. So once the story kind of got out, this is going to be a prequel, World War I, show her origin. Everybody had kind of a more idea what we were going to see, but we still didn't know what style Patty Jenkins would get, especially since all we seen was Zack Snyder to this point with Man of Steel and BVS. So then we get our first bit of footage, and I don't remember people going crazy. I kind of went crazy because it just looked so good, like the whole costume. So if you didn't know, Zack Snyder was saying it was so dinged and tingy and dark in BVS, not because of the tone, but because over the years her armor's been soaked in blood and stained by blood, I should say. And so that's why it got darker. And so in the origin story, it makes sense that her brand new armor is really bright and everything. And I just think it pops more with the color. I don't want to get too much to the tone and all that, but it's just the color pops more with Wonder Woman's colors put together, and it looks pretty cool. So, so marketing, it ramped up, man. I mean, out of nowhere, we were getting hit. And I know there's been a big debate about them not marketing Wonder Woman as much. I always thought it was weird they were marketing Justice League at the same time as Wonder Woman, because she's in both movies. And I thought that kind of clashed and took away time that could have been devoted to Wonder Woman, because that movie comes out first and it's a prequel. And so it was just weird for me watching a Wonder Woman trailer, sitting down watching a Justice League trailer at Comic-Con. So I don't know. That was weird for me, but I don't think they purposely pushed her to the side. I think they really just wanted to focus on this whole revamp. Hey, we're fun. Look at Justice League type deal. And she's part of Justice League, so it's weird saying Wonder Woman's getting cut out, but she's part of the Justice League, so she's getting shine either way. But as far as these posters, man, have you seen better posters? And they came out with even newer ones last week with her holding a tank and everything. It's a couple of these was like wonder, courage, and like power. And Gal Gadot looks amazing. We all know that. She was made for the movies, made for the posters. So the marketing has been great for me. I know a lot of people complain. I really liked it so far. I like the posters we got. I like the footage we got. I mean, of course, that makes me think the movie's going to be really good. And I just like everything that's come with it. The cast, seeing Gal, every time we see her, she really holds herself and carries herself well. And I made that point back with BVS that you could tell she was a model and that she really has that elegance walk about her, that gracefulness. And so I really appreciated all that. But getting to where we are now with the critic reviews. So there's no secret, if you know, right now I believe today is sitting at a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes with about 65 or so reviews. Now that could go up, down, or whatever, but with over 60 positive reviews, I don't see it plummeting. So you gotta think it's going to stay anywhere between 88 to 90 something. And that's absolutely big. A lot of people predicted that Wonder Woman is going to be one of the highest rated ones. And here's the thing. I kind of spoke about this on a different episode. I like that it's getting positive reviews. Now that we're getting more reviews, I feel more comfortable. When we first were getting Twitter reaction and stuff, it was more like backhanded compliments to me. Because I get really offended when people say, when they talk about BVS, Man of Steel, whatever, and they say they don't like it, but all they talk about is tone. It was so dark. They didn't have the lights. Who cares? Like, it blows my mind. I get it's a visual medium, but it's like, oh, it's not lit. It's not well lit. We don't have a lot of lights. There's not a lot of color. Like, that does not automatically make a movie bad. Are you serious? Watch Manchester by the Sea. So it's about the content. Now, if you can sit here and have an intelligent conversation with me about what in the movie and the storytelling you didn't like, this, that, and the other, that's fine. And, some things are opinions. I just, that doesn't work for me. Fine, but when you sit here, it's so dark. And now they're talking about, a lot of reviews were like, oh, this is the optimistic hero we need. This is a light that we need. This is a hero that actually wants to be a hero. And, I don't want to spend too much time on it because this is a bigger picture thing. But you look at the arc of a hero. It's always a tragic story or something like that. I forgot the Greek term, but the arc of a hero is always a tragic one. And it's one built through, self-defeat, self-discovery, finding power within. It's not someone popping up, hey, I'm a Boy Scout, I'm happy-go-lucky, let's just go save people. And it's funny because they praise Civil War. And Civil War goes into the deeper stories. And they try to go into the deeper emotion, and people absolutely love it. And it's like, oh, well, we had years to build this up. So what? Look at Tony in the first one. The man was kidnapped, and turned himself into Iron Man to escape. And then Captain America being turned into a super soldier. And so there's tragic in these stories. And so looking at it in a different lens, to me, doesn't necessarily make it a bad story. But anyway. So, the reviews are positive. And now that we're getting more critic reviews, like Rotten Tomatoes and stuff, it seems like they really are praising different aspects of the cinema and the movie, and not so much as, oh, it's not like BVS. So that makes me feel good. It's a big win, man. I don't think there's enough time to talk about how big of a win it is for DC, but let the fans go out and let the fans decide too. So that'll also be big. But yeah, going on from there, as far as my expectations, I'm really excited for the movie. I've been at a top level. The footage looks great. Gal Gadot, it looks great. Wonder Woman's a great character, all that. But I do have, usually I'm like, okay, I just expecting a good movie. I'm expecting them to make it good. But this, I do have some really specific expectations, and that's because, with Gal, she's not a proven actress, I liked her in the small role in BVS, the way she delivered lines, the way she did action. And it seemed like she was a good fit, but now I want to see if she can carry a movie. How much dialogue do they really give her? Can she carry, especially someone being heavy accented the way they made Wonder Woman? And so can she really come through as a star with that heavy accent, with all that strength that Wonder Woman has? Can she show Diana as her true self on screen through her actions, through the way she talks? So I'm really excited to see that. I'm excited to see the chemistry between her and Chris Pine. I've heard it's good, but Steve Trevor we know is a tragic story like Captain America and Peggy Carter. So how does that love blossom? Is it believable? And then how do they show Steve Trevor, being worth Wonder Woman pretty much? Because we know how high amazing she is. How does he become worth her time? And then it's a lot of stuff, but really her origin. What do they give us? We already know she's the son of Zeus. Well, not son. She's the daughter of Zeus, kinda. Zeus gave her life in this iteration. But, is she really demigod? Like, what makes her worthy of becoming Wonder Woman? How does she leave the Amazon kingdom? Or how does her, mother react to that? Just all those different things with her origin. Can she fly? All those different things, because we've seen different variations of Wonder Woman's origin. So it's just, it's kind of big to kind of see what DC takes for the cinematic universe and what they leave out. So I'm really excited for all that. And then by now everybody knows Ares is the villain. How does he play into it? Is he a one-hitter quitter, or is that a much larger world? So overall, like I said, I'm 5 out of 5. I'm ready to go see it. I didn't mention I'm going to see it Thursday night, Nerd Night. Of course, IMAX 3D. Too excited. I love IMAX. 3D okay, but I like IMAX. I want to hear it all. I want to hear that Wonder Woman theme. I want to hear it all hit me. I want to see the visuals, spectacular, all that. So if you didn't know, Zack Snyder helped out with a lot of the action scenes. So when you see the slow motion 300 looking type of shots, I don't know for sure that was Zack Snyder that did it, but you could probably deduce that he helped her shoot some of those scenes, because I was like, I didn't know that was Patty Jenkins' style. It looks a lot like Zack Snyder, but Zack Snyder's action scenes mixed with Patty Jenkins' character development and storytelling might be a hit. It seems like it's a hit right now. Again, 97% people thought the movie was fresh so far. It does not mean it's a 97% movie. We gotta educate people on Rotten Tomatoes. But anyway, that's my expectations. Go to the comment section. When are you going to see the movie? What are you expecting from the movie? What do you think about a positive review so far? Like, comment, subscribe, and if you heard it here, it's official Ken.